So I've been giving this some thought. We're on the top of Zehr Estate. Here's the slanted roof, and this is slanted, but it's pretty much flat. Much flatter, low slope. So years ago, about 10 years ago, I went along here, did aluminum here. This is all aluminum. Over to like right in here. And then it's all Geico. This part has been holding well, except for where the plywood meets. We had a couple seam breaks over there, and we've had to Geico. The worst one this year, I should have noticed it sooner and caught it sooner, but I mean, I caught it in time, but still, it's irritating. You know, you spend so much time working on something, you hate to see it go backwards at all. The biggest issue has been this ridge here. So I've had to check it each year, 2-3 times now. I've noticed 2 spots this year where it's kind of punky underneath, so I'm gonna have to pull off a little area, replace it, Geico. I did a video on this last year, I think. But what bothers, the other thing that bothers me, besides maybe this is too much for the Geico in the first place, because you have hemlock here, hemlock. The aluminum only goes over to here, so you have joints in here that are being, the only thing holding them is the Geico. And the worst places is the corner. Well, you can see right there, you see how it's kind of cracked? So I think there's enough movement in this house, which makes sense that there would be some movement. And the wood, it's all wood construction, that the Geico can't hold it. Now maybe we should have used more tape, I don't know. But regardless, I've been asking myself, why didn't I go over top of this with aluminum? And I thought about this before, and I can't remember. It seems like I would have thought about it back then, and somehow I opted not to do it at the time. But now I think I need to do it. So what I'm doing is pulling the screws. I'm not wasting them. I'm going to reuse them. Pulling the, once you take the screw out, you can get the washer and everything with the screwdriver. And then I'm putting in aluminum nails. Now next I'm going to go over top of these these little heads with the Geico. That way this is all good. It's going to rain this afternoon, so it'll be all good. I'm going to do the outside edge too. That way when I put the aluminum over here, see it's built up right here, slopes down a little bit. I'm going to screw into the sides, maybe a couple in the middle, but not much. And then this is going to extend at least 4 inches here, and I'll bend it down. So that's going to do a couple things. It's going to take care of, it's going to overlap all these joints. So even if this occurs, it's underneath aluminum. The corners, I'm going to run straight through on this one and then run straight through on this one, so there's going to be a good overlap there. So that'll help the corners. Inside, it is going to, if I use the 24-inch wide, it's going to be like 4 inches here. Maybe I can go 5 on there and 3 here. I don't think I need 4 here. But then again, I hate to rip them all and not have have some aluminum I don't need. So it's going to take some time. Sometimes you have to take a step backwards to take a step forward, and this might be the case. So I'll take care of those joints that are occurring. And the other thing is, I really want to put the crown back on this house, which means I need to fasten into here. And if this thing is got to be checked every year and do a little bit of Geicoing, which is not a big deal, once the crown's on, it's going to be a lot harder, because you're not going to be able to reach that other side as easy, depending on how I do it. So if I have aluminum here, at least I can be assured the holes to watch out for, because I really trust the screws on top of the aluminum, will be anything I put here to fasten it in. So I need to be careful on that. But I've been thinking about doing aluminum, so then I could silicone in between or Geico, and then aluminum on it. But I need to do this step before I can think about the next step. And there's other things I need to do too, but I'm kind of tired of fixing a little bit here and there up here. So if I can take care of this, this is going to take care of most of it. And then I really need to keep an eye on these joints and put heavier tape on. Okay, so I got a little bit more time and then I got to get going on my other job. Okay, let's go.